In today's video, we're going to be customising what's in this box to go on the front of the Polo to make it look sick. Trust me, this is going to look sick. What have you got in the box, you ask? Well, let's find out after the credits. Okay, let's have a look, shall we? What I've got in here comes off of a MK2 Golf. Bear with me on this. I'm going to have to customise it to fit. It comes off of a MK2 Golf Big Bumper, and it fits to the bottom. If you look at the clips here, it fits that way to the bottom of the MK2 Golf Big Bumper. That is first. It goes this way. Get in. It goes that way on the bottom of the MK2 Golf Bumper. Okay? But with a little imagination, and a little bit of customisation, if you get this and you flip it, you can see where I'm going with this. And if you flip it, look at that. Now can you imagine how that's going to look once I've trimmed it to fit and it's tucked up to about here, covering that. Look. Get that on there. Now, do you see what I'm seeing? Yeah. Let's get to it, shall we? Now then, as you can see, this is the way it's supposed to go on the big bumper. We're going to flip it that way so it comes out to a proper big, like, splitter. You see what I'm saying? And what I'm going to have to do is, to get this to fit on here, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to shape this piece here to take the same shape as that there. So I'm going to try and hold it up into place like that. I'm wondering if, so that goes there. I'd love to be able to use the same centre, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to. What's in the way here? Something in the way. So what's stopping it from going back? What's stopping it from going back is this is hitting the inside of that. So I'm going to have to remove this. That's the first thing I have to do, is remove that, the one I put on not long ago, and then we can figure out how this is going to go on. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Now I can get this on up to where I kind of want it, but first things first, I need to find the centre of the car. First thing I'll do is find the centre. I'll do each piece at a time, each piece one side at a time, sorry. This is the centre of the splitter, so I need to find the centre of here, and then I'll know how much I cut off of the... Luckily this is the exact right shape of that I've just figured out, but I need to bring this over to about here so it tucks in nicely. So depending on where the centre is, depends on how much I need to cut out of here to bring this over to the centre, if that makes sense. But first things first, let's find the centre. I think that there is the centre because there's a screw hole, a regional hole, square hole in the centre there. So looking at this, that is 53, half of 53 is 25, 26 and a half, 26 and a half is there, which lines up bang on in line with that. That's the centre. I'm going to follow this line. I'm just going to cut it out with the angle grinder, come back, see if I can follow a line. Okay, just cut this line out. It's not the neatest, but I'll clean it up afterwards. Just trying to get the shape right. Right, now I need to lose this little lip here. Just holding it out. Okay, as you can see here, I've managed to get the centre lined up. Now that kind of fits nicely around there now. Oh, I've just got to trim the back edge off that goes into the wheel arch a bit. But that's looking alright. And the centre is almost lined up with that line. Can you see it? Okay, and that sits up against there. That sits nicely there. Right, now we've got to figure out how we can fit this. But first things first, get the other side the same. Okay, right, there it is, nicely trimmed to the shape of the car. Kind of. There's a few little bits, but hey, what do you expect? Right, now, the only way I can figure out how to screw this on is actually use visible little bolts or screws across the top. So I'm going to have to get some nice ones to look good, black ones preferably, or I'll get some small ones and paint them black. I'm going to have to drill through here and attach them. It's the only way I'm going to be able to attach this thing properly. Okay, right. First things first, I'm in my work clothes because I just got back from work. Put this together, and I want the first hole in the middle. Actually, I think I want to put one side on, but I want the holes to be one, so it's going to be that is about right there. So I'll just mark it there. I'm happy with that. We're all right. Okay, so far I've managed to get a screw in there, bring it round here, put one in there and one in there. That's it. This one pulled it up and kind of made it solid. It's pretty solid there, so I'm going to try and get this other side on, and then I'll start putting more screws all the way around to make it stronger. Well, that was a lot more difficult than I thought. Took the end of my thumb off, but look, it's kind of on to the sides, trimmed down. On the bodywork on the car is worse than the bed splitter. That's just rubber on there. That's shaped around there. So on this side is on down there. Just got oh, there we go. Just got to neaten up the edge that's melted from the angle grinder. Neaten that up with some sandpaper. That's on. Right, let's get it out of the workshop and do a little montage, shall we? See what it looks like down on the floor. Eee.
Superstar disco, and we can ride looking like a super fly disco, and you can ride this though, and we can fly disco, and you can ride looking like a super fly disco. We can ride this though, the superstar disco, and we can ride looking like a super fly disco, and you can ride this though, and we can fly disco, and you can ride looking like a super fly disco. Disco, and we can ride looking like a super fly disco, and you can ride this though, and we can fly disco, and you can ride looking like a super fly disco.